and John Driffill, and we are at, we're at the home of the dogs, the Ramona Bulldogs, and we are here for the Centro Spartans and the Ramona Bulldogs teeing it up. Yes, these teams met before. You may remember semifinal CIF playoff action last year. It was the Bulldogs beating the Spartans 19-7. And John and I remember it as being a very good football game against two very good schools and teams. And Ramona went on to the next week and lost. So anyway, the teams are familiar. The coaches are familiar. We expect a good game. A lot of changes for both schools. Central lost a good number of seniors from to graduation at the end of the year. So did Ramona. It's high school football on AM 1230 Kxo El Centro, California. We are brought to you by Roto-Rooter, serving the Imperial Valley. Johnny's Burritos in El Centro, Imperial, and Brawley. By the CB Stop in Calexico, the Broken Yoke Cafe, breakfast and lunch into brunch in El Centro. By the McNeese Mart at Dogwood in Maine, El Centro, the Fonda Bar and Grill. By Oso Uza Mobile Auto Repair in Yuma. And they're good. The Postal, Southwest Postal Services, part of Southwest Security, by K Sushi Bar and Grill, Imperial Valley College, Stan's Auto Body, and by the Central Union High School District. We are set for the third game of the year. For the Spartans, they are 2-0 coming in, and so they've got some experience.
The Spartans are number 3
already this year. So we anticipate they will be ready. We anticipate Ramona is ready, John.
Yes, Ramona actually has only had one game this year. They had an unusual schedule quirk in that their bye week was actually the first week of the season 2 weeks ago. It had nothing to do with the hurricane. They had no game scheduled, so they'll play 10 straight weeks starting last week. They beat the Vista Panthers last week 42-12. Ramona, you mentioned last year they lost in the CIF Division II championship game to Granite Hills, which Central will play in 2 weeks. And after that loss, they still were moved up. They are Division I. Central remains in Division II. They are very well coached by Damon Baldwin. This is his 19th year. He is also the head athletic director here at the high school. And he's had a program that he has built, and he's got it going here. He has a lot of returners from last year. He lost some key players. He does start a sophomore at quarterback,
in just a minute.
but that sophomore is part of the Enriquez family. Atticus Enriquez was 8 for 11 last year for 115 yards and 1 touchdown. His bigger brother, Adrian Enriquez, is a running back. He carried the ball 7 times for 102 yards. So as you can see, that's about 14 yards an attempt, and scored 3 touchdowns. So the Enrique brothers put up 4 scores last week, and it will be incumbent upon the Spartans to try to contain them this week.
Well, the brothers that play together, the sophomore quarterback, the senior running back, and it's pretty good tandem there. We will have more on our pregame show when we come back.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, sure. When drains don't work, we do.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. The Central Union High School District says, Happy Attendance Awareness Month. That's right. September is Attendance Awareness Month. And Southwest High School, Central Union High School, Desert Oasis High School, Phoenix Rising High School, and the Central Union Adult School and Mount Signal Virtual Academy remind you that attendance leads to a culture of achievement every day, all year long. Be active, be present. It all begins with showing up.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
And high school football live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. And on our YouTube channel, you can light up YouTube and follow us wherever you are in the world. And if you do, you can also comment during the game. Only nice comments, okay? I don't want to hear anything about me being short. So what's happening around the valley in football? Well, last night, what happened was the Brawley Wildcats took on Canyon Hills, and the Wildcats with a 47-29 win. Elsewhere around the valley, and that'll be coming up a little bit on our website, it is Cibola from Yuma visiting Imperial. Nikki Dale, George Grahava will have that game on the web, kxoradio.com. And Palo Verde hosting, actually Palo Verde in Grossmont, for a game. Vincent Memorial at El Cajon Valley. And it'll be Calipatria and O'Farrell Charter, Holtville and Mountain Empire. Southwest at Gila Ridge. Calexico, they are playing tomorrow night against Santa Fe Christian. And they will play that game in San Diego, 5 o'clock start for that game tomorrow night. So a Saturday night high school football game. The field is gorgeous. It is, as are almost every field in San Diego County, artificial turf. The stadium is nice. There appears to be a good following for Centro, and we are thrilled to see that because, John, when we left at about 3:15, it was nasty on Interstate 8 all the way through, and high winds, driving rain, and it was kind of nasty until we pretty much made it up to Hucumba, right?
Yeah, it almost looked like Hurricane Hillary had done a reverse and had come back. There was a lot of rain, a lot of wind, but we got here without any problem. One of the school buses from Central we did pass along the way. It didn't quite make it.
But the cheerleaders did make it. It was the cheerleader bus, and it was off the... after you turn off Interstate 8 to come up here to Ramona, which is a thrill, that drive in itself, but the bus apparently broke down, but they got here.
And that's the important part.
Yes. It's high school football. We are live from Ramona on AM 1230 KXO.
McNeese Smart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party. With party platters, choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNeese Smart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro. Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 11 a.m., serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburgers. You can order online at Broken Oak Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It also has a mobile auto repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Well, we are live. We expect a kickoff coming up in just a little bit. There was some discussion as to when that kickoff would be because the KV game, which Ramona won, went a little bit long. But the captains are meeting at midfield. So we anticipate a 7 o'clock kickoff. And again, we anticipate a very good football game. Our weather here right now is very, very nice. The sun is setting. We had a few drips, sprinkles, but the skies have cleared. We even had a rainbow at one point. We are outside, and I will apologize. We are right under a PA speaker. Been there, done that, John, so we understand how that works. So bear with us. It's where we are, and
strong and brave.
Not a whole lot we can do about it.
Our nation,
but the captain's meeting with the officials at the midfield stripe, and the Spartans appear to have won the toss. They deferred, and the Spartans will kick off to start this game. And we will have a kickoff coming up. And by the way, they are announcing it is Military Appreciation Night. And so, always appreciating the military. So it is a special night. The cheerleaders were passing out little American flags prior to the game. And if you look at the Ramona Bulldogs ready to run onto the field, they're carrying, almost every one of them carrying an American flag. So salute to the military from Ramona. We'll be back and hopefully be ready for kickoff after this.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill wants us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IVC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu. Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in California needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO Centro.
And we are getting set for the kickoff. Ramona introduces their team. They come out of a tunnel, and they introduce their team. So I got no problem with that. We've got
reserve ROT.
We have a kickoff coming up, so we'll get ready for that.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Connecticut, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Connecticut at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls, plus beer, wine, and sake. And they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4444. Your takeout.
Well, the ROTC group from Ramona High School with a color guard and with a flag that they have brought out that is about 20 feet long. And we're ready for the national anthem.
What so proudly we held at the twilight's light, whose such strength and bright stars through the barriers that I for the ramparts we were so gallantly true, and the rockets rising, the bombers did it, gave through the night, that a present
are just about ready to get this game underway. And the ROTC unit, and that's one of the larger high school ROTC. Our YouTube broadcast. The Bulldogs are taking the field. The Spartans are taking the field. Both teams, blue and white, are their color schemes, and it would be nigh on to impossible to tell them apart, except Ramona is wearing all black tonight. Intimidating is the reason for it. Jamil Kassab is deep to receive. Along with Jacob Raher. Raher is one of their starting running backs. And the Spartans ready to put it in the air. We're ready to play. Again, the Spartans won the coin toss and deferred. They do that on a regular basis. Kick is away. Nice deep kick, fielded at the 1 yard line, and bringing it out across the 20, finds a hole across the 30 to the 35 to the 38 yard line.
Number 5, Jamil.
And it was Jamil Kassab on the return. Coming out for the Bulldogs, it'll be Atticus Enriquez under quarterback. He's a sophomore.
6-yard return by Kxo.
The primary running back is going to be Adrian Enriquez, his big brother. Adrian, the senior, single setback, trips on the wide side, the right side. Snap is back. The pitch from Enriquez to Enriquez. Cuts it upfield, breaks a tackle, turns it around, and will go down at about the 44-yard line.
Enriquez, number 33.
On the tackle for the Spartans
Rodriguez for the
was
Spartans.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, Carroll, before the game started, when the captains came out, it's worth noting that for the Spartans, Michael Fisher still is not in uniform. He's wearing his jersey, but not suited up to play tonight. And he is sorely missed on that defensive line.
From the pistol right now. Enriquez and Enriquez in the backfield. Snap back, looking, fires into the flat. It is complete. And the pass, Jamil Kassab. He'll get it across the 50 down to the 45-yard line in Spartan territory.
Rodriguez picked up a first down on the play.
So the
anthem.
12-yard pickup on the first completed pass. The Bulldogs of Ramona plays very similar to Centro. A lot of those quick hitches where the quarterback gets a snap. Now he's under center and he just fires it out in the flat.
And a little bit of counterplay in the middle, and it is Enriquez pulling his way down for about a 5-yard gain.
And
spotted on the 41. The Bulldogs
tackled by Matt Lizzo.
Moving the football early on, and a little bit of a mix. We're going to run, we're going to pass.
Game by Enriquez.
And just kind of feeling out the Spartan defense right now.
At the 42 of Central High School.
They beat Vista last week, who last night lost their third straight game. but they did not punt one time in the Vista game a week ago.
From the shotgun. Hands off on the jet sweep, looking downfield, and Dylan Day turns it upfield, but it'll come back. There is a penalty on the play, and that is typically going to be holding or an illegal block. Holding against Ramona. And the officials are mic'd tonight, John.
We can hear them through the PA system, as we can hear everything, it seems, through the PA system. But on that play, it was rather easy to call right in front of the official, and the tight end that just wrapped up Jared Martin. Just put both arms around a big bear hug. Easy call.
That's generally where you're going to keep Martin from making the play. Tackle him.
The penalty.
So they'll move it all the way back. It'll be about a 7-yard loss on the penalty. Second and we'll call it 17. Snap back. Handoff is to Enriquez. And turning it outside, looking for some running room.
Adrian Enriquez.
And picks up a little bit of a gain. Picks up actually about 7. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
Right now, the Bulldogs are averaging about 6 yards a carry. Central has not been able to stop them at the point of attack. But that penalty did put them in the deep hole, so now you're looking at 3rd and 10, and obvious passing down.
And as you pointed out, John, it's almost mirror offense to what Central runs.
Yeah, we'd expect Enriquez to be in the pistol, and he is right now with his brother next to him.
Drops back. He's being chased. Dumps it off to his big brother. It is caught, and he is spun down. And a nice open field tackle as Enriquez goes to Enriquez, and Josiel Rodriguez with the tackle picks up 6, and it'll bring up 4th.
Game of 5.
Well, they moved it back, so it's 4th and 5 from the 41-yard line of the Spartans, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
Well, we mentioned that they did not punt once. They have not punted all year, only having played one game last week. And they are lining up. We'd expect a pistol again.
We see an empty backfield.
Actually, no, he's
under center. Hands off to his big brother. Cuts it outside. He's hit, and he will be dropped. Artie Estrada came up from his corner, and Estrada wraps him up firmly and shoves him back. No gain. It'll be Spartans taking over 1st and 10 on downs.
Holding against the Bulldogs, penalty declined.
Yeah, the Bulldogs also were holding, and that was declined.
Central High will take over.
So Central does what they do well, and that is play defense, John.
Yes, and they actually held Atticus, the other end that he gets to no gain. That's the first time that they've run a play from screens without gaining positive yards.
So the Spartans take over. Damian Rodriguez from the pistol. And
yeah, that's Jonathan Real back there now.
I'm sorry. You know what I did? I pulled out last year's spotting chart.
Yes, I realized that right when you said Damian Rodriguez. This Jonathan Real.
And Viesca in the backfield.
He did play a lot last year, meaning Viesca.
And the handoff is to Viesca. Viesca is hit, wrapped up. He'll lose 2 yards.
And to Nico Viesca.
And, John, can you get me this year's spotting chart? It'll be in that bag.
Ethan Grajeda. Lots of 1.
There we go.
11.
So I think I brought last year's spotting chart just so we could compare. It'll be 2nd and 11 from the pistol. Real, hands off. And Viesca will pick up maybe 2 yards.
To Viesca again.
Maybe 2 yards.
Wyatt Melanson on the tackle.
So it'll bring up
2-yard gain, brings up
3rd
and 9 for the Spartans.
Ball spotted on the 43-yard line, still in Spartan territory.
And Central in the hurry-up, Carroll.
No huddle. We know where we're going. Trips on the far side. That's this side, actually. And overthrows the intended receiver there. It was Miguel Vega.
Miguel Vega.
Intended receiver. Would have had it, but a little bit of pressure, and he overthrew it. So that will bring up a 4th down.
Number 5 goes for the Bulldogs.
The Spartans will punt. Takes a good snap, gets away a nice kick, kicks it away from the return man, Kassab. And it'll go out of bounds, and they will spot it on the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Bulldogs on their own 28-yard line.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
Enriquez brings him out. High formation. Deep back is Big Brother, and Big Brother is hit and dropped, but he picks up a couple of yards as Matthew Liziola will drop him after about a 3-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
The Bulldogs have gone deep into the playbook. We've already seen about 6 different formations, Carroll, and have only run 8 plays.
Well, that's the first eye, and who knows, we may see it again. And we see what I call a tilted eye, and again, it is Enriquez to Enriquez. Enriquez with a stiff arm breaks it to the outside, and Enriquez is finally brought down. And
down by Josiel
on the tackle, Josiel Rodriguez. He's got to have 5 tackles already, John.
And that was after an 8-yard gain. So once again, Central, as we do have a stop and play for equipment situation, and a player has to leave. So the referee's pointing out, appropriately so, that take the helmet off, you got to come out.
And we have the replacement. And that replacement lined up offside, but got back and passes in the flat. It is complete to Dylan Day. Dylan Day, 6'3", 200-pounder, made the catch, picked up yardage all the way out to the 48-yard line, still in Bulldog territory.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2 near midfield.
Yeah, he picked up a nice just pitch and catch, as Central, as most teams do, play back off of the receiver.
He is 6'3", and has an advantage. The handoff, Enriquez to Enriquez. Enriquez hit Rodriguez on the tackle. He wraps up. If you watch every one of the tackles he has been involved in, he wraps up and brings you down. It's not an arm tackle. I got you, and you're going down.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Spartans, those tackles are 4, 5, 6 yards downfield.
Yes.
Not right at the point of attack. So right now the Bulldogs are winning the battle in the trenches.
Well, they are keeping Jared Martin under control, putting 2 people on him.
And they're running away from him. Whatever side he's on, they're running to the other.
2 H-backs on the right side, and they run to the right side. And stop. Adrian Enriquez stopped. Maybe a yard gain. Josiel Rodriguez gets up from the bottom of the pile. Davion Hartfield also in there. No gain. 2nd and 10.
No gain. 2nd and 10.
I tried to explain an H-back. An H-back is basically a fullback or an extra tight end that will line up typically to the right or the left, behind the tight end or between the tackle and the end. And the handoff, Enriquez finds some room, turns on the jet, and that is not Enriquez. As a little bit of speed there.
And number 3, the up back.
Excellent fake. They had a power high with the fullback in front of the tailback, Enriquez, and they actually did a quick handoff to the upback who turned the corner. The Spartans were looking anywhere but for him to have it. Big gain. They're down inside the 20 all the way to the 14-yard line.
Showed some speed, Ryan Dutra.
32-yard pickup on that play.
The Bulldogs are threatening, and from the power I, handoff right up the middle of the fullback. Carries it down inside the 10.
Ryan Dutra, the ball carrier.
It'll bring up second. Spot it right on the 10, so it'll be second and about 6.
Number 75.
Once again, that's the initial point of attack. The Bulldogs are pushing the Spartans back off the line of scrimmage, so they're having a lot of success.
Again, the I, deep back, and that is the Enriquez. Adrian gets it down to about the 8-yard line.
Jared Martin for the Spartans.
And
3-yard gain down to the 7.
That's a 2-yard pickup, as it will bring up now
third and 3.
And we would expect the Bulldogs to go for it all day. They do have an excellent kicker, Fernando Torres. We were watching him before the game, hit him from 50 yards out.
Single setback, that is Enriquez deep back about 8 yards. They fake it to him, and Adrian Enriquez dumps it off under big pressure from Jared Martin. And it is complete down at the 1-yard line. A beautiful pass under significant pressure from Jared Martin.
That's ball spotted at the 1-yard line.
Martin that time lined up on the left side and basically came in untouched at Atticus Enriquez, but Enriquez got his guy at the 1-yard line on a diving catch.
He actually had his body in the end zone, but he caught the ball reaching out, and so as he caught it, he hit the ground with the ball at the 1-yard line. Meanwhile, half of his body was in the end zone, but it doesn't count. Got to have the ball in the end zone, not your body.
2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. The Bulldogs are threatening from the I formation. The handoff to the fullback right up the middle and into the end zone for the score. So the Bulldogs break through with 2:28 to play in the first quarter.
Excellent drive by the Bulldogs as they mix it up, pass and run.
1-yard run for a touchdown.
The point after attempt, kick from placement. You said Torres will try it. Snap is back, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 2:28 to play in the first quarter. It's Ramona 7, Centro nothing.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe, El Centro, or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
It's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 Kxo El Centro and on our YouTube channel. The Bulldogs set to kick off. And as you said, Torres with a big leg. Gets it away. Deep spinning kick. Fielded at the 5-yard line, out to the 10, to the 15. Finds a hole out to the 20, to the 25-yard line.
And on the return, I believe that was Emiliano Morales.
On the return.
So Centro takes over now, just barely outside the 20-yard line as both kickers kick the ball all the way down to the 1. That's an excellent place because you don't want to put it in the end zone if you're the offense. The defense certainly does. And they marked it on the 25.
The Spartans with their second possession. Long snap count. Handoff, it is Viesca in the middle. Viesca is hit by 3 Bulldogs. He'll pick up a yard. And that's about it. Nico, tough sledding in the middle. And so far, John, in the one game we saw, we didn't see much of an outside threat from the Spartans. You know, they have it, but we didn't see it.
As they look now at 2nd and 9, 26-yard line.
From the pistol, back to pass, dumping it off. It's a middle screen, and it'll go nowhere.
As that pass was completed, Artie Estrada, he is without a doubt Centro's most important to Morales. The Bulldogs certainly realize that
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 8.
The Spartans like to do those quick, short passes, and they were all over that one. So let's see if Central does a hitch now, or if they try to see if they can do some kind of counter with their running.
3rd and 8. Downfield and incomplete. Intended for Emiliano Morales.
Intended for
and
Morales.
One of the reasons for that, it was underneath because Estrada was double covered, and you're going to double cover him or triple him.
These teams, they've got game film on Estrada dating back 2 years ago, and they realize that he is the main feature for the Spartans. As the Spartans now will punt again with David Martinez back to kick.
And back to receive is Kassab. Another beautiful kick. Kassab will field it at the 32. Stays on his feet and is hit and dropped. They'll mark it at the 37-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will put it in play 1st and 10 on the 37.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill wants us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
Atticus Enriquez brings him out, empty backfield. I'm sorry, under center, but he pitches back to big brother Adrian Enriquez. Enriquez lowers his head, but that didn't help any. Josiel.
Adrian Rodriguez stood up.
Rodriguez on the tackle.
By Emiliano Morales.
We are right here, Carroll, on the line of scrimmage, and it's very easy to see how this huge line of the Bulldogs is winning the battle right at the line of scrimmage, pushing the Spartans back, which does not bode well for a team, especially already trailing here. This getting probably, unless this is an incompleted pass, should be the final play of the first quarter.
Spartans using a 4-man front on defense. And chased by Jared Martin, gets away from Jared Martin, turns it upfield, and will step out of bounds. Atticus Enriquez will lose about a yard.
Number 22.
Jared Martin had him in his sights, and the sophomore was able to slip away.
No net gain on the play. It brings up.
And he goes out of bounds with 3 seconds to play in the first quarter.
And Atticus showed some real speed because he actually ran away from Martin. Martin still will get credit because he forced him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage with a sack. So that is another sack for Jared Martin here.
From the pistol. And ball is batted down. Big rush. Josiel Rodriguez is everywhere. Josiel
Rodriguez
has been everywhere tonight, John.
Right, at that time, the play was set up. If they lob that over Rodriguez, then it's going to be caught by Enriquez, and he's got an open field. So we may see not the first punt of the evening, but the first punt of the year for these Bulldogs.
They show punt. Estrada deep to receive the punt.
And I'm not sure who their punter is, Carroll, because they haven't had to use one.
I'm not sure they know who their punter is since they haven't used one. It's an odd formation. It is a high snap. He gets it away, and it angles away. And the Bulldogs will down it. It'll be first and 10 Spartans on their own 28-yard line.
McNee Smart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with party platters. Choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNee Smart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Well, that was the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter of play, it's the Bulldogs 7, the Spartans nothing. After the first punt of the year for the Ramona Bulldogs, the Spartans will come out first and 10. And right up the gut again, and right up the middle for no gain.
Yeah.
Jonathan Real, the quarterback.
Viesca, the majority of the carries tonight. That's his fourth carry. And he was able, with an excellent effort, to actually get it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Let's update a score. Southwest and Gila Ridge are at it, and that game is tied 6-6 in the first quarter. Looking to pass, Real steps up in the pocket, cuts it, and slides down. He went down on purpose to avoid a big hit. And I don't blame him. That's what he's instructed to do. Kyle Patnell had him in his sights. He picked up about 2 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 8.
And when you slide in high school, it's where you first begin the slide where they set the ball down. It's not where you end up or where the ball ends up. As soon as you start to slide, they stop the play right then.
Dumps it off in the flat. It is Estrada with a catch. Estrada will struggle and be tackled just shy of the first down marker. He got it out to about the 37-yard line, needed to get to the 38, so it'll be 4th and 1 for the Spartans. So far, and I don't mean to jinx us, John, but we've only had one flag. Actually, we had two. The one was declined.
Right, that was the 4th down play that turned the ball over to the Spartans. As Central, it didn't take too long to think about it. They have the punt team out. Back to kick, as always this year.
Number 30, David Martinez.
David Martinez is punting
for the Spartans.
And going back to receive it, it's Jamil Kassab. He stands on about his 26-yard line. Nice high punt, not as long as some, but he gets a nice bounce. It'll be down at about the 38-yard line. Bulldogs put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 38. It's 7-0. The Bulldogs lead the Spartans.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
And the first play from scrimmage, guess what? It's a handoff from Enriquez to Enriquez. And it picks up about 4 yards.
It's number 33, Adrian
it was an
Enriquez.
excellent offensive line push, and it was a quick snap. He was able, meaning Enriquez, pick up 7 yards, and they broke the huddle and just hiked it immediately.
And did you see what they tried there, John, on the snap? It was a short snap to the up back.
And the
quarterback, who was in the shotgun, acted like it went over his head, as did his 2 other players that were lined up with them. And they threw their arms up and turned around as if they were going to chase the bad snap, but it was a short snap to the up guy.
And give full credit to the Central Spartans who were not pulled on that, and I believe that was Felix Aguirre.
From the pistol again. And that's the second time I've seen movement on the front offensive line that was not called, but
number 33.
It is Adrian Enriquez across the 50. He'll go down to the 41-yard line in Spartan territory, John.
14-yard gain.
Yeah, Nehemiah Perez.
The officials are letting them play, but I have seen twice where a down lineman on the offense broke his stance, and they didn't call it.
Nehemiah Perez went over to the official after the game and the play and pointed that out. He said, how come he didn't throw the flag? You can't move before the ball snapped.
Rolling to his right, it is Atticus Enriquez. He dumps it off to Kxo. It is completed down to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. Kxo goes out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. They move the chains.
7 first downs here, and
14 yards.
Early going of the second quarter for the Ramona.
Including the following. To thunderstorms. TP://
Watching what the Bulldogs did last week against Vista, right here is about the time they're ready to do a fake handoff from brother to brother, and you're going to throw the ball in the end zone. We'll see. The Spartans saw the same film, I'm sure, so they may be alert to that. But right now, the Bulldogs are having their way. They can pretty much do whatever they want, it seems like, running or passing.
Again, from the pistol, Enriquez in the backfield.
Enriquez back to pass, fires into the end zone, and it goes incomplete. Oh, it is completed. He did catch it, despite pass interference that was not called. And so Jamil Kassab with the catch.
15-yard touchdown pass. Atticus.
Was it just me, or did you see the pass interference as well?
Well, I don't see a flag out there.
No,
it looked like the defensive back was up there with the football, but it didn't matter.
He had his arms wrapped around his shoulders, but he caught it anyway. We'll have the point after attempt. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 5:41 to play in the first half, it's Ramona 14, Central nothing.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IBC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
Hey, Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. K Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls, plus beer, wine, and sake. And they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. K Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4444. Your takeout.
And we will have a kickoff. Spotting the ball on the right hash mark. And it'll be hit and dropped, but then picked up and right up the gut. That's the way to go. Turn it on. One man to beat. And that is the kicker. And the kicker does make the tackle. Gavin Mora.
Number 19.
When exactly what you do, you go right up the middle.
Finally brought down by the kicker, Fernando Torres, number 24.
But Gavin Mora
on it at the 35. 55.
Excellent return at Central now right up on the line of scrimmage, trying to cash in on some momentum here.
From the pistol. Snap back, fake it to Viesca, dump it off in the flat. It is complete down to the 31-yard line on the catch.
Pass complete to Emilio.
For the Emiliano Morales.
Wilford and
Morales, another one of those sophomores, John.
Yes, and that is his second reception here.
And again, they'll go to Morales because you're going to find Artie Estrada double and triple covered. Handoff, it is dumped off, actually, faked to Viesca. The pass is to Emiliano Morales, and Morales struggles down inside the 20. He would not go down.
That will be Central's first down of the game, and Morales' third catch here in the first half.
And pointing out Alexander Lopez, downfield blocking for him and helping him get that extra yardage. It is 1st and 10, spotted right on the 20 from the pistol. It is Viesca in the middle, and they're a hole open and then closed very quickly.
Inside
He'll get a yard. Nico, very tough sledding in the middle.
Senior linebacker.
These Bulldogs like to play up to 5 linebackers, and so what they do is they wait to see where the ball is and they react. They have real quickness to the ball.
They spotted actually no gain, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
And Jared Martin is at a flank receiver as we're now going to get a timeout.
Timeout. And Central calls a timeout. 3:41 to play in the first half. It is 14-0.
Coach Sterling
as Ramona leads the Central Sparks.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Here's a message to students and parents from the Central Union High School District. Showing up is a valuable life habit. Build the habit of good attendance. Attending school every day is possible, and it helps students learn and grow. Attending school improves mental health through socializing, developing friendships, and forming relationships. Be active. Be present. It all begins with showing up.
Dump it off to Artie Estrada, that little flanker screen, and that's why Jared Martin was in. He's the one that did the blocking. Martin lined up pretty much in the slot, and they dump it off underneath to Estrada. Martin lays out a good block, but it picked up a yard.
Well, that's because Estrada has double coverage every time.
Yes.
So you can block one guy, but you can't block them both.
Rolling to his left, looking for some room, cutting it back to his right, dumping it off into the end zone, and it is just shy of the end zone. It is caught. Artie Estrada goes high and makes an ESPN catch at the 3-yard line.
That will bring us first and goal. 15-yard distance catch
at the 4-yard line.
Artie Estrada does what he does best. He's going to find a way to get open.
Let's see, Carroll, if they go to the Wildcat here, because they have had trouble running the footballs.
And they show the Wildcat with Vieska in the Wildcat. Now, one of the Spartan offensive linemen moved, and they called it.
He stood up. Can't get out of your stance. Let's see if this changes the offense from the Wildcat back to the traditional with Real quarterback. It looks like they're going to run the play. Coach Pena is leaving Vieska to go ahead and take the direct snap.
Somebody get oxygen. Craig Lyon just ran up the bleacher steps. He needs oxygen.
Well, we get another penalty. It looks like Central moved again.
False start. So it'll go from first and goal at the 4 to first and goal.
It'll be first and goal from
at the 14.
And Central going the wrong way, and now they do bring Real back for their traditional offense. Vieska will stay at the halfback goal. Actually, no, they have brought in Luis Jimenez.
He's dumping it off, and it tipped off the fingertips and incomplete. But that was the right play, John.
Intended for Arturo Estrada.
That was the right play.
Yeah, Jimenez is the sophomore. His first pass of the year that we've seen. We did not see the Santa Fe Christian game, but I do not believe he had any attempts there. But that right there, if he throws that ball a little bit lower, it's going to be completed.
Dumps it off, and this time it is completed at the 3-yard line. And it'll be third and goal from about the 3, even though we've had 18 plays down inside the 5. Oh, I'm sorry, there were some flags.
And picks up a first down.
Coming up at the half, we will talk to Craig Lyon, the principal of Central Union High School.
On the tackle.
Third and goal from the 3. It is Vieska with the Wildcat. Vieska down inside the 1.
Very, very close, but they're going to call him just short.
They'll spot it on the 1. It'll be fourth and goal from the 1.
In the backfield.
I think you're going to go for it.
Yeah, you're trailing. It's on the road. It's preseason. Third game of the year for the Spartans. So let's see if they run the same thing as they're lined up, and it looks like, yes, they're going to stay.
It'll be the Wildcat.
Fourth down and goal.
Empty backfield except for Vieska.
And the Spartans again jump. I jinxed it when I said we were playing pretty much penalty free. And then boom, boom, boom.
That will be Central's third motion penalty here once they got inside of the 5-yard line. So that does bring up a change now where they'll have 4th and about 8.
2-yard line.
4th and goal from the 8. Inside of 1:30 to play in the first half.
It's 4th and goal for the Spartans.
And it looks like Jimenez is in at quarterback for the Spartans.
Now there's timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. 1:29 to play in the first half. 14-0. Ramona leads Central. Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
4th and goal from the 8, and again, the Spartans jump. 4th time down. Yeah, and that is so uncharacteristic of this team.
But let's go ahead and, in all honesty, Carroll, you've got the sophomore Jimenez who came in, and he's just got a different cadence, a different inflection and whatnot, and they're just having a hard time reading it and hearing it.
4th and goal from the 14, back to pass, dumping it and looking for Artie Estrada. He goes up, and it's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Central Spartans.
Lofted it up in the air. Arturo Estrada went high, brought down the rebound and the touchdown. And no flag.
Number 22, Jared Martin, with a 12-yard touchdown reception from...
Was that Martin? Okay, my apologies. It sure looked like Estrada.
Yeah, I'm not.
But it was Jared Martin.
Well, I'm not sure. We're going to have to double check on that.
Mr. Lyon said it was Jared Martin, and he's a school principal. He wouldn't.
And that's why they had Martin out there, because Estrada double teamed, obviously, on the other side. So Martin, one-on-one, went up, grabbed the ball, and caught it for the
Snap
touchdown.
Back, the kick is up, it hits the goalpost, and is no good. 1:23 to play in the first half. 14-6, Ramona leads Central.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburgers. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
High deep kick fielded at the 1-yard line.
Played by Dylan Day.
And Dylan Day will bring it out to the 20-yard line. They'll spot it. Where they're going to finally put it down.
21-yard return by Dylan Day.
Spotted on the 22-yard line. Okay. So the Bulldogs will put it in play. Spartans took them forever to get the touchdown after all those penalties, but they got it. Enriquez hands to Enriquez, and Adrian will skate out of bounds.
Adrian Enriquez
At about the 32-yard line. That should be good for a first down. And did well to get it out of bounds and stop the clock. He went out of bounds actually at the 31. So to bring up second and 2
at the 31
after a gain of 8. Atticus Enriquez under center. Hands off to Adrian Enriquez. Turns it outside. It's okay if you block him in the back. He still made the tackle.
That tackle by number 5, defensive back Emiliano Morales for the Spartans. Enriquez
Bulldogs pick up a first down. Clock is running. Morales on the tackle.
37.
Spotted on the 37. First and 10, Bulldogs, Ramona Bulldogs. Enriquez hands off to Enriquez. Enriquez struggles, breaks a tackle, and then cannot get away from Morales.
And we're having
Emilio Morales.
Davion Hartfield.
I believe we have a timeout, Carroll. The Bulldogs taking their first timeout.
Bulldogs take a timeout with 24 seconds to play in the first half. They lead 14-6. It's high school football. We are live on AM 1230 Kxo El Centro, California, and on our KXO YouTube channel.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill wants us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
It is 2nd and 7. Snap back. Enriquez looks, fires downfield, puts it up for grabs, and a great defensive play by Emiliano Morales.
Incomplete.
The pass goes incomplete.
Provided by Nehemiah Perez.
The intended receiver was Casa.
That's intended for...
Kassan made that same play in the end zone for a touchdown, but this time the Spartans were able to go up, and the young man who's about 6'2" or 3 get to the ball at the highest point. Spartans did a good job of knocking it down. Incompleted pass does stop the clock.
3rd and 7. It's on the 40 in Ramona territory. From the pistol, back to pass, looking, chased out of the pocket, turns it upfield, and will run out of bounds.
Atticus Enriquez.
Late hit out of bounds. It'll cost him 15 on a personal foul.
Yeah, that was Jared Martin that was running with him. More of a shove than a hit, but the referee thought about it and then threw the flag, so that'll be another first down for the Bulldogs, but with 12 seconds to go, I'm sure they're going to try to put the ball in the end zone.
So it'll be a 15-yarder from the line of scrimmage, and it'll be an automatic first down. They got the first down anyway. Spotted out on the 44-yard line in the Spartan territory. 12 seconds to play in the first half. Imperial leads Cibola 7-0.
After the penalty.
El Cajon Valley 14, Vincent nothing. We'll update scores for you at the half. And don't forget scores on our running scoreboard on our website, kxoradio.com. 1st and 10. Enriquez, and that'll come back. There were 3 guys moving downfield before the ball was snapped, and all of them doing sprints to the end zone.
I think with Central's last possession, when they had 4 motion penalties, it kind of got the referees into the mood, and that time they were able to pick it up. They didn't miss that one.
Well, with three guys moving at the same time like that, it would be hard to miss. It'll be 1st and 15, spotted back on the 49-yard line. Enriquez gets the play from the pistol, and that's not his big brother back there with him. That's a personal protector, I believe. And no, it is a handoff. Pentano will carry it out to the 42-yard line.
It must be another timeout because the clock has stopped.
Timeout, and it'll be Bulldogs. 5 seconds to play in the first half. It is Ramona 14, Centro 6.
McNeese Smart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with party platters. Choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNeese Smart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
The Bulldogs would love to add one more before they go in. The Spartans have to be heartened by being able to carry the ball and get some points on the board in the first half. And it's been a pretty good game so far, John. Kind of what we expected.
These Bulldogs at the half, we'll take a look at the stats. They've actually dominated, but certainly not on the scoreboard. Central's in this game now, 14-6. And they will receive the second half kick, meaning the Central Spartans will.
Second and about 7 yards should be the final play of the first half. And it'll be Atticus Enriquez. Jared Martin pushes him down. He goes out of bounds, but time is off the clock. That's the end of the first half. At the end of the first half of play, it is Ramona 14, Central nothing.
Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls, plus beer, wine, and sake. And they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4444. Your takeout.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It also has a mobile auto repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IVC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hiles in El Centro.
We are at the half. It's high school football. We are live on Kxo, El Centro, California, AM 1230. We're also live on our YouTube channel. And at the half, we have Central Principal Craig Lyon. And Craig, you've been around the sport. You get it. First half, well, as John said, Ramona dominated in the stats, but they only lead 14-6.
Yeah, we're in a pretty great place to be there because when they came out and jumped ahead 14-0, I kind of said we need something big to happen, and we got that with Josh Garcia making that great return to put us in a good position And then we kind of killed ourselves quite a bit, but we ended up finding a way to put 6 on the board and knowing that we get the ball to start the second half.
Exactly. And, okay, third game of the year, they shouldn't be quite that jumpy, other than, as John pointed out, there was a new quarterback. There's a whole different cadence. And, that you get used to what you're going to hear, and then you hear something different, and boom, it can create that. Okay, this is varsity football, but there's a lot of other things going on around your campus, and I have to talk to you. I'm excited about flag football.
Oh, so am I. That's one of those things that I'm so excited for the Valley to be able to put out an opportunity for these young ladies to be able to play flag football. And it's exciting to see how many teams in the Valley, our schools in the Valley actually have teams, and some of them having JV and varsity. And to me, it's exciting. I went out and watched a little bit, and I'm looking forward to see the progression from game to game and then from year to year.
Okay. We plan on broadcasting at least one of the flag football games before we're through, though I have no concept of what the rules are. So it'll make it kind of interesting, but okay. I've got 4 sisters. I've got 2 daughters. I've got 2 granddaughters. My sisters, my wife, my daughters, my granddaughters, they can do whatever they want. And if they want to play football, go for it.
Yeah, and it is. I just look at it, as being involved with student activities and athletics over the years. To me, it provides for us. At Central, we have over 40-something girls that are now being able to play a sport. And if you don't have that flag football, that's 40 girls that don't do something at this time. And to me, it's great for every school to add one more thing to allow our girls to be able to showcase their talents.
Exactly. And, okay, as flag football, my grandson plays flag football, special needs, and in the Special Olympics. For that matter, last year was the Nebraska state champion. So I get how that works, and I know the formalities of interscholastic sports and CIF and the rule structure. It'll be a little bit different, but just to see it, because flag football is wide open.
Oh, yeah. And this is, a lot of us in the Valley have watched our girls play powder puff, and powder puff is much different because they have more girls on the field. It's not as structured. You don't really have the officials. But now, with that structure that they have in a 7-on-7 atmosphere, these girls are out there and they're very talented. Very talented. And the speed sometimes is fun. 7-on-7. You get to see some great action and great plays and breakaways.
And everybody's eligible.
Yeah, everybody can. Pretty much like you said, everybody can get, be throwing the ball or they can hand off to them, and it's exciting to see that this something new. And it's amazing that there are some schools in San Diego are not taking advantage of it, and some leagues aren't. But I'm so happy that the Southeastern Conference and the Imperial Valley, League decided to do it.
So are we, and it points to an expansion. Okay, boys volleyball now. Okay, another aspect of sports that are available.
Yeah.
And you think of, okay, you got softball, you got baseball, got basketball, boys and girls. Why not you got volleyball?
Yeah.
Boys and girls. You got football, boys and girls. Track has been that way, track and field that way, swimming, but it is building something for the kids.
Yeah, and as you said that, it's great that we're able to, see the progression of volleyball down in the Valley. And as you said, more and more boys are taking advantage of that opportunity and the schools playing. But it's now you're pairing everything up. The beginning of the year, our football team gets to go out and showcase on a Friday night. But now our girls get to go out and whether it's a Monday night or a Thursday night or whatever, and they get center stage. And I think that's an amazing thing that's great for these girls because they can get that feeling, and I know later in the year you're going to see them. You're going to try to get these bands out and fans out and doing things, it'll grow. It'll grow.
Well, I stay in touch with the guys I played football with in high school. I'll pick up the phone and call John Vanderpool and say, John, okay, San Diego State's playing Air Force Academy. He went to Air Force Academy. So 6-pack of Dr. Pepper on the game. He owes me a bunch of Dr. Pepper. But, you know, my best friend in high school, we stay in touch on a regular basis. He blocked for me. You know, and I mean, these are bonds you make. Athletics and military are two things that really bind people together.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, and it's for me. I mean, you know, one of my buddies, David Garcia, that I, as you said, played football with, baseball with, so on there at Central, and now seeing his boy out here. His boy is Josh Garcia that made that great run. And to me, it's just that. I mean, I just ran into Glenn Cadrez, you know, that I played football with, you know, and it's obviously went on to the NFL. I mean, it's those bonds that you build is just, and I'm excited that these girls get to say the same thing, because they'll be able to play it. You know, I mean, a Central Brawley girls flag football game, we hope in the future becomes, you know, one of those, you know, like a Lady Bell or something like that. That's great, because then, but you want them to build those things and those relationships that they have.
Yeah, and I think it's great. So what else is going on?
Oh, we got a lot of things. I mean, obviously, as you mentioned earlier, our volleyball team has moved into the IVL this year from the Desert League. So, you know, they're going to be challenged this year, which is great because they continue to progress well. Cross country, girls golf, I mean, girls tennis. I mean, all of those things that are going on campus is just amazing, along with everything else that's going on campus with our programs. You know, I mean, obviously that STEM building now that it's, you know, into our third year of really getting in there. I mean, they're doing things that are great for our students.
And the Sandy Nugent balcony.
Yeah, our observation deck up there that is an amazing a sight to be up there and watch a football game.
So there's always something good going on, and we love to see it. You know, when I'm around these kids, and it's one of the reasons I still officiate, it gets you around these kids. You're around them every day. They're good kids.
Mm-hmm. But you're right in the sense, too, and I kind of mentioned that, you know, is that officiating. And since we both officiate, you get it. I mean, to me, I am around kids every day, but I love being able to go to other schools and officiate a game and see these student athletes in different aspects. I mean, you know, and it's great. Then you see them around the community, and I mean, you build those relationships, and that officiating is a fun part of it because we do it for the right reasons. We're doing it for our student athletes, and it's important for us to be out there and give them the best we can. But I have a great time. I have fun doing it every day.
I do it for me.
Yes, it's a stress relief. People say, why do you do it? I go, to me, for an hour and 40 minutes, I get to enjoy being with these student athletes, and I don't have anything else to think about because I can't. I got to think about the game, and to me, it's a stress relief.
I used the analogy. I rode motorcycles in the desert for years. You think of nothing else while you're doing that, or you're dead. And with officiating, it is not quite as critical, but you are focused, and it's something that clears your mind, as you said, but it gets you around the kids. And you know, may not be the best ball player in the world, but they're good kids.
Yeah. And building the relationships with them too. I mean, it's great. And coaches and, you know, and just you know, being around the schools. To me, I love that. Like you said, I do it on a daily basis.
You get paid for it.
And I still come out at night to do it even more.
Craig, we appreciate the visit, and any predictions on the second half?
You know, I will tell you that it's really going to depend on this first drive. If we can get a sustained drive, I'm not saying we need to score points. I'm saying we need a sustained drive and flip the field. If we do that, we'll be able to keep in this game because I think our defense is doing a good job, but we need to eliminate the offensive mistakes. And if we can eliminate those, we're going to be in this game close. You know, this is a Division I team.
Yeah.
So the best thing that we need to do is stay close and give us a chance in the fourth quarter to maybe pull out a victory.
Okay, 2 weeks. I don't like to look ahead, but I will. 2 weeks, it's Granite Hills.
Yes.
Okay. Going back again, experience my baseball days, my competitive tennis days, you get better when you play better opponents. If they don't kill you.
Yeah. Well, and that's exactly what we've said is that, you know, this game and Granite Hill are two games that you want to come out with limited injuries, because you don't want to have injuries going into the other games, because these are two good teams that are going to make us better, because, our goal is to have a good run in Division II. And both these teams are Division I teams. They're both great teams. They played for a CIF championship last year. So, it's just an honor to be able to play teams like this, because they are a good program. They're a great program.
And they are now looking to play Centro.
That's right. And that's a credit to us, because we're giving them an opportunity to get better too. We're both, on that upward, trend, which is a great thing.
Yeah. Okay, Craig, again, we appreciate the visit, and we will be talking to you next week. And that's Craig Lyon, the principal at Central Union High School, with an update on what's going on. John Driffill will have an update on the stats.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
The Central Union High School District says, Happy Attendance Awareness Month. That's right. September is Attendance Awareness Month. And Southwest High School, Central Union High School, Desert Oasis High School, Phoenix Rising High School, and the Central Union Adult School and Mount Signal Virtual Academy remind you that attendance leads to a culture of achievement every day, all year long. Be active, be present. It all begins with showing up.
Well, we are at the half here at Ramona, California. We're at the half. The homestanding Bulldogs lead the visiting Central Spartans 14-6. Ramona ran the football 26 times from scrimmage for 142 yards. 7 for 9 was the sophomore quarterback, Atticus Enriquez, for 66 yards, giving the Bulldogs 208 total yards, an eye-popping 11 first downs, and just as impressive as that, no fumbles, no interception. We'll be back to take a look at the Central side. Right now, we're going to take a look at the Central side. They ran the ball 7 times for 8 yards. 8 for 12 was the passing combination of first the starter, Jonathan Real, and then the super soft sub that came in, Luis Jimenez. 8 for 12, 63 yards, giving the Spartans 71 total yards. They did have 2 first downs. Running the ball, those 8 yards, 2 different ball carriers. Nico Vieska had 6 carries for 6 yards. And the quarterback, Jonathan Real, did scramble for a 2-yard gain. The 8 receptions were spread out among 3 different players. First, you had Emilio Morales with 4 catches for 27 yards. Arturo Estrada, 3 catches for 23 yards. And Garrett Martin, getting his first action on the offensive side of the football this year, had the 13-yard touchdown catch near the end of the first half. So as we look at it, the stats were dominated by the Bulldogs, but the scoreboard 14-6 with Central looking to receive the second half kick, and we will be back for that kickoff after this.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in California needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we're set for the second half kickoff. And as you heard Craig Lyons say, if the Spartans can do something positive on offense here, it will help. John, you have your head through the armhole. Right. It is a high, deep kick and fielded at the goal line, straight up the gut. It is Garcia, and he'll get out across the 25 to the 28-yard line. There is a flag back behind the play, and it's going to be a personal foul on somebody.
Yeah, we do see that a Spartan was de-helmeted. His helmet was about 10 yards rolled all the way out of bounds. There was a Bulldog right there with him.
Thank you, number 35. Personal foul against Ramona. So, starting on the 27, add 15 to that, and I'm almost surprised that didn't end up in an ejection.
Well, the Central Spartan player trotted off the field, and that will set the ball all the way out on the 42-yard line.
Take possession at their own 42-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10, Central.
Number 10, Jonathan Real.
And
back for the Spartans.
Real back in at quarterback. Drops back in the pistol. Vieska is right behind him. And the snap, a fake to Vieska over the middle, intended for Jared Martin, goes incomplete. Nice coverage
intended for Jared Martin
there by the
Kyle Patno.
Bulldog.
Incomplete.
Kyle Patno.
2nd and 10.
That was one of the better-looking passes by Real tonight, as that time he just took his one step and fired the football. It sailed on him a little bit. There is not much of a wind, but he did get rid of that ball very quickly that time.
Same formation. Morales in motion, but the handoff is right up the middle. And picking up a couple of yards on the carry.
Yeah, that was Vieska.
Number 23, defensive end, Jake Steiner.
So the pickup of 2, it'll be 3rd and 8. Yes, that would be a passing down, at least in my book.
And they do have the pistol formation with Vieska next to the quarterback, Real.
Real back to pass, looks, fires, and incomplete. Would have been a great catch if it had been made. It was intended for Estrada.
Intended for Arturo Estrada.
It'll bring up 4th and 8. A punting situation.
For the Spartans.
And back to punt, David Martinez. Martinez with a big leg. The Spartan kicking team this year, their kicking game is good.
Yes, and he's done a great job of kicking it away from the return man. Let's hope we don't jinx him as well.
Kassab will have it bounce in front of him and then chase it down. That was a mistake. And he's hit, but gets away, turns it upfield, and there's a block in the back. And Kassab still on his feet, breaks another tackle, stays on his feet, down inside the 35-yard line at the 32-yard line. Kassab made something out of nothing.
We both saw the same thing. I'm really surprised it was right in front of the official. It could have been either a block in the back or that crackback block that you're not allowed to hit a player when he's running to make the tackle and he doesn't see you. But that does put Ramona now, flips the table Well, they did call the penalty, so this one's coming back. We'll see where they're going to stop the march at. Looks like the penalty.
They didn't call it where we saw it. They called another one back at the 48-yard line.
And so if they mark it off from here, and they are, so that's going to negate an excellent run.
The block in the back was at about the 30. So it'll be a 10-yard penalty spotted on the 38-yard line. And, John, you know, I don't like to pick on officials, but that was right in front of him. And it was a blatant block in the back.
So Ramona right up on the last scrimmage, quick hike.
There's a snap, there's a handoff, and powering through for a 7-yard gain is Enriquez. They go no huddle again and try and catch the Spartans. Handoff, same play. And this time cutting it to the outside, finding some running room. Finally, Artie Estrada grabs him and brings him down, but not till he gets down to about the 27-yard line. Adrian Enriquez.
First down, Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs picking up right from where they left off, Carroll. They're doing quick snaps, quick huddles. They're huddling right around the football.
Right at the goal line. And again, same play, right up the middle. This time it is stopped. And on the tackle was Nehemiah Perez.
Nehemiah Perez with a shoestring tackle on Adrian.
No gain.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Same thing. They huddle 2 yards off the football. Everybody bunched in tight and fake it to Enriquez. Handoff. The quarterback, Enriquez, keeps it.
Enriquez with a quarterback.
Atticus will pick up about 4 yards.
And he picked up 4 yards, and there was really nothing there, Carroll. So that young man is showing, even as a sophomore,
Third and 7.
He has a lot of ability, a lot of hard to bring down.
3rd and 7, that bunch formation again. And Enriquez turns it upfield and will be stopped eventually. And again, it is Nehemiah Perez. It's good for a first down.
First down.
So this is about the 8th different formation that we've seen
at the 15
from Ramona.
And they're just doing smash mouth football. That's the quarterback taking the snap and running right, running left, running up the middle.
Running to the right this time, and nothing there as knocking off the block.
Back inside by number 12.
Was Josiel Rodriguez and also Dominic Pizena in there. Brought him down for a loss of about 2. It'll be 2nd and 12.
And it's easy to see the adjustments that the Bulldogs made at halftime, Carroll. They decided they're going to come out and just run the football right at the Spartans and see what happens.
Now they spread it out, take a little bit more time. 2nd and 12. Enriquez hands off, and Patno up the middle. Patno into the end zone. Touchdown. 23-yard touchdown run by Kyle Patno. So the Spartans unable to get on track to their first possession, but
touchdown run.
The Ramona Bulldogs dropped it down a gear and just rammed it down the Spartans' throat.
That was excellent misdirection play, as the Spartans thought that the quarterback in the Eagles had kept the ball, but he had already put it in the belly of the up man, and he went into the end zone almost untouched.
Snap back, kick up, kick is good. 8:09 to play in the 3rd quarter. It is Ramona 21, Centro 6.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast from omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburgers. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
The Bulldogs set to kick off. Okay, John. How about an onside kick?
Yeah, I actually expect him to put the ball in the end zone.
I expect that too.
I think he's going to kick this one all the way through. He's been close, and now with a 21-6 lead, I think that the defense wants to put the Bulldogs starting on the 20-yard line against the Central offense.
Torres on the right hash mark. Kicks it deep. And it is fielded at the 2-yard line, looking for some running room, turning it upfield, and being stopped at about the 20-yard line is Arturo Estrada.
Preston Coughlin.
So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 20.
And it looks like we do have Jonathan Real back out as the starting
19-yard return out to the 20-yard
at the quarterback position.
And from the pistol, that means Real has a running back behind him. That is Biesca. Takes it to him, rolls to his right, dumps it off. It is complete for no gain. Emiliano Morales, that little dump off in the flat,
Jacob Rayer
will lose
Cromwell combined on the stop.
4 yards.
Complete.
It'll bring up 2nd and 14. Goes as a completion, but a loss of 4.
Is what the play is designed to do. Is it's a fake to Biesca, so you expect to pull in the defensive end, but he just stood there and waited for the pass to be made and then brought Morales down for a loss.
Real looks, dumps it off, little flanker screen, and getting some running room, turning it upfield with a convoy, and coming across the 50-yard line. Was that Morales?
Has complete to Arturo Estrada.
It was Estrada.
Down by number 42, Wyatt.
And
Estrada showing why he is such a weapon out there, as it was a great fake by Real to throwing the ball to the left side, then he turned around and threw it to the right side, and Estrada did the rest.
It is 1st and 10. Spartans have it in Bulldog territory. Real fires it. It is complete. Breaks a tackle across the 30, the 20, down to the 15-yard line is Joshua Garcia, that sophomore with the speed. He's the one that had the 55-yard punt return. Garcia.
A tackle made by Jacob Rayer. All the way down at the first.
Spotted on the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
33-yard pickup.
Jonathan Real has Biesca right behind him. Takes it to Biesca, fires it into the flat. It is complete, and that is Estrada again. And Estrada will pick up about 7 yards. Clock is running. We've got 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. 21-6, Ramona leads the Centro Spartans.
Gain of 6.
It's a 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Spotted at the Bulldog 9.
Okay. Keep dumping it off in the flat. It's going to open up something running up the middle. From the Wildcat, Biesca takes a snap, looks off right tackle, and will pick up about 3 yards. He needed 4 as a first down, but it'll bring up 3rd and 1. Nico
defensive end
hesitated a second to look for the hole, found it, and picked up 3.
And this is certainly 4-down territory.
3rd and 3.
Again, Wildcat. Snap. Same play, same place.
cheese, vegetable. Yes, McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
It's high school football. We're live on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. It is 1st and 10, Bulldogs, and the handoff goes in the middle, and struggling and pushing and picking up a 12-yard gain was Enriquez, Adrian, and spotted out on the right on the 20.
Number 28, Ryan Dutra, fighting with that.
So the
Dutra was following.
Nothing fancy about that, Carroll, as we do have a Spartan who is a little gimpy, and that's Jared Martin. Now he's walking off the field. The way he's walking, it looks like it could be a cramp in the calf area.
It looks like it very well may be a cramp.
Defensive back, Jared Martin, shaken up for the Spartans. Give him a hand.
An important part of their defense on that defensive end position.
And also
After the
the one
run,
touchdown reception
yes,
the Spartans to put on the board tonight.
At their own 20.
1st and 10, and off to the first back, Drew. And that is somebody different, I believe. Let's see if we can. Okay, I believe that was Ryan Dutra. Dutra,
Brought down by
a senior,
Acevedo.
picks up 3. Grossmont leads Palo Verde 16-14 at the half. Southwest 14. Gila Ridge 12 at the half. Oakville shutting out Mountain Empire 26-0 at the half. Southwest leading 14-6. The handoff going wide. One of the few times we've seen them try and go out wide. And
looks like we have another Spartan down.
Enriquez carries for the Bulldogs.
And it was Enriquez Adrian who took it out wide.
On the tackle.
And getting up a little slow is Davion Hartfield. He's been all over the field, John.
59, Davion Hartfield shaking up on the play.
A week ago when we were at the Central Palm Desert game, he'd been brought up to the varsity, and he's proved that he belongs on the field, both offensively, and he's even gotten, defensively, and he's even gotten some offensive snaps on the line. So he is now being escorted to the side under his own power, and he is replaced by the Central Spartans' Max Fimbris.
3rd and about 2. Clock is running. We're inside of 3:20 to play in the 3rd quarter.
And Fimbris, Carroll, that's a name that's been in the Valley for years and years.
From the eye, first back, Drew gets the football, and he picks up some very nice yardage. Dutra,
Number 28,
one more time. Ryan Dutra.
Once again, as we saw in the first half, the Bulldogs are just picking up huge amounts of yardage as their front line now is really wearing down the Spartans. And we also see the absence of the Spartans with both Jared Martin on the sidelines and David Hartfield.
Again, show the I formation. First back through and holding the ball in both hands and rumbling across the middle and picking up some good yardage. Ryan Dutra. Dutra is brought down by Emiliano Morales.
Emiliano Morales for the Spartans.
Another first down for the Bulldogs as they are moving the ball. Under 2.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
19 by.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Back for the Bulldogs. First down.
Spotted on the Spartans 44. The Bulldogs executing well. And the handoff again. This is Enriquez to Enriquez. And Enriquez has stood up and dropped on the tackle. Gavin Mora.
That was an excellent tackle as far as form. He came in and just put his helmet right between the numbers of the ball carrier. And Enriquez is now on the sideline. He felt that hit.
Gain of 2.
And Enriquez, Atticus, now they go to that jumbo huddle and getting the ball, Patno, and he is dropped behind the line.
Patno dragged down.
And a beautiful tackle again. It was Isaiah Aguirre.
No gain.
Isaiah is a sophomore.
I don't ever remember seeing a team huddle up a yard and a half off the football. Usually they're 5 to 6 yards deep, but these guys huddle up. They're less than 2 yards from the football.
I think, you might call it a muddle huddle if you want.
But you can
mob huddle.
But you can see that the front behind it, as soon as they turn around, they're ready to snap the football. They're right there. They don't have to jog up.
Dumping it off in the flat, it is complete, and that is our old friend Jamil Kassab. But he is stopped
Jamal Kassab
for maybe a yard. And
brings up fourth down, Carroll. Well, now they're saying third down.
Bring up a fourth down.
Yeah, it should be fourth down.
No gain, so it'll be 4th and 7.
And Carroll, that is the first pass attempt of this half for the sophomore Enriquez.
We're going to let the third quarter expire. At the end of 3 quarters of play, our score, it is Ramona 21, Centro 6.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It also has a mobile auto repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro.
It'll be 4th down and about 7 from the 41-yard line in Spartan territory, and the Bulldogs show punt.
Yeah, this would be a great time for a fake as the Spartans do have a man deep.
RDX Estrada is deep.
So everybody's pointing.
Central will take a timeout.
Timeout.
And so will we. We're set to begin the 4th quarter of play. 21-6, Ramona leads, and a little bit of gamesmanship.
No, Central had 12 players on the field.
Oh!
And they counted faster than the official did, and so they got the timeout before the penalty was thrown.
You can't play with 12?
You can in Canada.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you can go in motion, too. Okay, we'll be back.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
You know they're going to regret burning a timeout when they could need it at the end of the game. Bulldogs show punt, will they? Yes, they do. And a high, deep punt that'll roll down to the 6-yard line. Spartans will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 6-yard line. So we're finally underway in the 4th quarter, John.
And that was an excellent play by the Bulldogs, as it wasn't really a punt as much as a pooch. He kicked it about 15 yards and let it hit the AstroTurf and took off for about another 15, 20-yard bounce. And the receiver for the Spartans did very well not to get over there and try to pick it up or anything. That could have been disastrous.
Arturo Estrada knows what to do on a return. Spread formation. Pistol. Real will dump it off. Incomplete. Intended on across the middle by intended for Miguel Vega.
That's intended for Miguel Vega.
I'm trying to pick out. That might have been Jimenez at the quarterback. I believe that they brought in Jimenez now, so it looks like it was going to be Real first, third quarter, and Jimenez second and fourth. So still can't quite see his number, but the pass was incomplete.
It is Jimenez. Luis Jimenez hands off Viesca and looked like he was going to break it through, and then
handoff
it closed, and Viesca will pick up 2, bring up 3rd and 8. So Luis Jimenez is in at quarterback.
For the Bulldogs. Gain of 1, 3rd and 8.
Viesca back flanked in motion Morales.
Looking, dumps it off. It is complete, and
that's Morales with the catch, but nowhere to go.
Picks up a couple of yards.
Morales.
It'll bring up 4th down at about 7.
Brought down immediately by number 14 linebacker Jacob Boyer.
So
brings up a 4th down.
Jimenez is a sophomore, getting playing time.
And the receiver, Morales, also is a sophomore.
Kicking from his own end zone here. Snap is good. No rush. Short kick. But it'll take a good Spartan bounce and be downed at the 43-yard line.
No return.
And downing the football, Ethan Thomas. Let's hear it for Ethan.
Bulldogs will open in Spartan territory.
It'll be
48.
1st and 10.
Check that, 43.
It's going to be interesting now, Carroll, to see if the Bulldogs continue their second half game plan of just marching the ball down the field, just trying to run between the tackles, or if right here they change up and try to throw the ball in the end zone. They're capable of either one.
They do that muddle huddle. Come right out, ready to play. Enriquez under center. Fakes to the up back, fires downfield. It is complete. And the pass caught by Dylan Day.
And we have a flag down.
There's going to be a hit to the blow to the helmet.
Yeah, the linebacker came in and was diving on the player as he was tackled. So this is going to put the ball down within the 20-yard line.
Dead ball. The foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
So that'll be half the distance, I believe. And that's what it is. They'll march it down to the 13-yard line. Half the distance because it's a 15-yard penalty.
At the 13.
Day wide on the right side. Handoff right up the middle. Enriquez, Adrian, the senior, picks up a couple of yards.
Follows the block of number 77, Lucas Winkler.
4-yard pickup there as Enriquez.
Brought down by Ethan Thomas.
Has not been in the end zone tonight, so let's see if the Bulldog coaching staff decides to reward that young man. He's played an excellent game, all-around game, because many times when he's not carrying, he's actually leading through the hole for his brother, the quarterback.
2nd and 6 yards. And it is Enriquez. Enriquez powers into the end zone. Adrian Enriquez carries it into the end zone for the score. Aided by that 15-yard penalty. So the Bulldogs tack 6 more. Look to make it 7 with the extra point. A kick from placement. Torres.
Ramona has not done many things wrong tonight. They've played a near-perfect game.
Snap, kick, and it is blocked. So, 9:21. Our score, Ramona 27, Centro 6. The Central Union High School District says, Happy Attendance Awareness Month. That's right. September is Attendance Awareness Month. And Southwest High School, Central Union High School, Desert Oasis High School, Phoenix Rising High School, and the Central Union Adult School and Mount Signal Virtual Academy remind you that attendance leads to a culture of achievement every day, all year long. Be active, be present. It all begins with showing up.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IBC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
And 9:21 to play in this football game. Ramona leads 27-6. They will kick off.
We have to give some props to Gavin Moore after this kickoff. We'll say how he blocked that last PAT.
And the kick will bounce at about the 5 and then go out of bounds.
Kickoff bounces.
I've never seen that play that Gavin Moore just pulled off on the PAT attempt. He not only blocked it, Carroll, he caught it. And obviously in high school you can't return it, like in the pros or college you can. But I've never seen a blocked PAT where the player that actually does the blocking caught it like it was a pass to him. It was an amazingly low kick and a great play by Mora, as right now the ball goes out of bounds. So Central can either make them kick it again or take it on the 35. And it looks like
they have it on the 25.
Yeah, they haven't put it on 35. And the people on the sidelines, the yardage men, are saying, hey, wait a minute. So now I think they figured out what they're supposed to do, and so now they're going to bring it up to the 35.
Updating some scores, Southwest leads Gila Ridge 20-12 in the third quarter. El Cajon 21, Vincent 14, Grossmont 16, Palo Verde 14, Imperial shutting out Cibola 10-0. Handoff, it is Viesca. Viesca still nothing in the middle. He picks up 3, but awful tough sledding in the middle. As Luis Jimenez is still in at quarterback.
That is the longest rush attempt for Viesca tonight, that 3 yards. Showing
4 yards. Give him 4, John.
Great. He's all the way out there. So, and it's good to see the Spartans here. They're still playing. They haven't given up.
And now one of the Spartans again jumps. It's the same one that jumped a couple of times down at the goal line, John. But we won't mention his name.
Well, that's one thing that they are doing here. They have the referee mic, so he's not only calling the infraction, he's saying the number of the person that committed it.
So that'll cost him 5. It'll be 2nd and 11. Dumping it off, it is Estrada out on a naked screen. He's at the 40, across the 50, spins, stays on his feet, and is finally knocked down at the 47-yard line in Ramona territory. And on the tackle, Preston Conklin.
Yeah, that definitely was a blown coverage by the Bulldogs. They do not want to leave Estrada out there without anyone within a yard or 2 of him.
1st and 10, Spartans. Rolling to his left. Jimenez fires downfield. And it'll be pass interference as the defender had to grab the intended receiver, and I believe that was Morales, John.
Right, and because we're in high school, it will not be at the spot of the infraction. They'll bring him back and march off 15 yards.
But he had no choice but to grab him. Well, he had a choice. He could have let him catch it and score.
That's number 5. Started from the first down.
That will bring the ball all the way down to the 31-yard line. So Centro with a nice drive going here. The big catch and run by Estrada and that penalty there.
Jimenez takes the snap, drops back, fires. It is Estrada. Estrada gets a block. He's across the 10, down inside close to the 5. Artie Estrada. They run that play so well. He's got 3 guys out in front blocking for him, but he does so much on his own.
And with Jimenez, the sophomore, throwing to him, they're starting to get some kind of a connection here. He's getting that ball out quickly.
Estrada, the senior, we've seen him do this for 3 years now.
25-yard pickup.
And
we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout. The Bulldogs called the timeout. They didn't like what they saw. 7:28 to play in the football game. It is Ramona 27, Centro 6.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. It is first and goal from the 6. Jimenez fires into the corner of the end zone, and he's going to have another pass interference in the end zone as Estrada couldn't get to the ball because the defender, Kxo, was holding him.
Yeah, the faithful from the Ramona side of the field are saying the pass wasn't catchable, but that's in pros and college. In high school, you can't interfere with the player. The pass is in the air. So automatic call.
People watch on Sunday, and they see what the NFL rules are, and they're not the same in high school, as you pointed out.
Not all of them. Most of them are, but that's a different one where the pass is, doesn't matter if the ball's catchable or not.
Well, and it was holding. So if it wasn't pass interference, it would have been holding. Jimenez takes a snap, hands off. It is Viesca. Nico pushes the pile forward, gets it down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be second and goal from the 2.
Here comes the Wildcat formation, it looks like, Carroll. Viesca was able to pick up a yard. That was that scrum play where everybody's pushing both the offense and the defense. The offense pushing it towards the goal line, the defense pushing it away.
They bring in the jumbo line.
Viesca is the back on the
Wildcat. Snap. Viesca looking for some room and gets it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Nico Viesca out of the Wildcat formation.
Nico gets it in. And you go for 2?
Well, since you missed the first PAT, it depends upon if you want to practice, because they will be needing the kicking game.
But they will kick it. It'll be a kick from placement.
Yes, gets his touchdown. Central, that was a drive made of pride as Real, the quarterback is the holder.
And the kick is not pretty, but it is good. 6:36 to play in the football game. It is Ramona 27, Centro 13.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburgers. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
Well, the Spartans will kick off, and the Bulldogs expecting an onside kick. They have one guy back at the 20 and 10 guys up at the 50. So the Bulldogs obviously expecting the onside kick, but it doesn't happen. It's a high, deep kick, fielded at the 15. Dancing around, finding a little bit of a hole, and picking up yardage out to the 32-yard line. And now a scrum breaks out. Flags fly, and they step in to separate the teams.
Tackle was made by Alexander Lopez.
It's been a very clean game up to this point, so I'm sure that we'll get this sorted out.
And the initial indications are it's going to be against the Spartans. The officials conferring. And now we'll get the call. Foul was weighed off. That's why they got together and conferred.
I think it's
good call.
What they decided was either call it against both teams or don't call it against anybody, because both of them were out there coming around and cooler heads prevailed.
Yeah.
Plus, you've got 6:27 to go here. Ramona certainly in charge of the game. They're in control right now with this running game that they have. Now, they still can put the ball in the air without a doubt, but with this running game, you would expect them here to go ahead, coming slowly out of the huddle.
High formation, handed off to the deep back, and spinning and picking up good yardage. Adrian Enriquez.
The ball carrier.
And on the tackle for the Spartans was Andrew Salazar.
7-yard pickup, as Enriquez has had just about that for an average. He's averaged about 7 yards a carry tonight as he comes out for a well-deserved rest.
And I am looking, I don't believe I have seen Jared Martin in since he went off. I formation again, flags fly, and maybe a yard gain.
But this one probably is going to come back. Well, we'll let the official make the call.
Somebody was offside, and that tells me they probably lined up offside.
Yeah, if it's offside, usually that's against the defense.
Yep, offside defense.
But they're pointing towards the Bulldogs.
Defense, number 55.
So there we go. We got it. That'll give them a first down.
Open yardage and first down. I am winding.
Bulldogs with a first down.
Mark it out to the 46-yard line, still in Bulldog territory.
And I would need the field glasses to see where Martin is on the sidelines. We're that far away from the visiting sidelines.
And the handoff first back through out of the eye and picking up about 6 yards. Dutra with the ball.
Brought down by Jesus Mendez for the Spartans.
The ball is in Spartan territory now as he's across the 50, put it on the 49. As it doesn't seem to matter, Carroll, which running back they have carrying the ball. This offensive line has done a yeoman's job tonight. They've really opened the holes up for whoever's been carrying the football for the Bulldogs.
4:50 to play. And off again, and it is Dutra again. No, and loses the football, and then picks it up Pemno on the carry, drops the football, goes back 3 yards and picks it up on a bounce and picks up another 5.
Yeah, it was stripped. He had the ball stripped from him. That's probably why he was able to get that far downfield. Centro was trying to tackle the football and picked it up, and then was finally brought down on the 26-yard line. Another first down for these Bulldogs.
1st and 10. We'll spot it on the 26-yard line. 4:44 to play. Ramona 27, Central 13. I formation. First back through, and that is Dutra.
Fullback Ryan Dutra carries.
Dutra will pick up 7. Bora on the tackle. The
just can't say enough about this offensive line, Carroll. They are quite a unit out there.
After 21.
This bodes well for the Bulldogs, although they have moved up to Division I. So obviously, as you move up each division, the competition gets a little stiffer.
And so does the scoring system. Again, I formation, 2nd and 5. And off to the deep back, and that would be Enriquez. And Enriquez will take it down to the 12. It'll be first down.
First down. Brought down by Nehemiah Perez.
The ball on the 12, 1st and 10 from the 12.
Enriquez gets the call from the sidelines, meaning Atticus Enriquez. So far, we haven't made a connection between Atticus Enriquez and one of the most famous books in American history.
I thought the same thing when I was doing the spotting charts. One of my favorite books.
And it is?
To Kill a Mockingbird. 1st and 10. Handoff, first back through, and pushing the pile forward down inside the 5 to the 3-yard line.
Very close to the first down.
Dutra. Does that book banned now, John?
I'm not sure, but I did want to mention, Carroll, that on that previous play, the sophomore quarterback, who doesn't play like a sophomore, he was watching the time clock from the judge in the back that once he started counting the second down, he stood there and just waited until he started to count it down and then went into the snap count.
1st and goal. And quarterback keeper, and he will get it down.
Fumble.
No,
it's a fumble, and it looks like the Spartans have covered it.
Spartans covered it in the end zone, which is a touchback.
And that is our first turnover on the night.
Covered by the Spartans.
And recovering the ball was Gavin Mora.
Well, that young man's had quite a game tonight, Mora.
Really stepped up. He's a junior. So, on the turnover, the Spartans will put it in play 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Okay.
After the
Coach,
remaining in the game,
now you got some things to talk about in the coming week at practice. Is you made this mistake, you made that mistake, right? Coach is going to look for teaching moments.
And I would say that was one of the first times that the sophomore quarterback, actually his second effort, instead of securing the football, they were able to strip it from him. So now we're having a timeout as the Spartans are
they want the ball on the far hash mark.
It looks like Jonathan Real is back in at quarterback.
Real, the quarterback, triple wide on the right side. Looking, dumps it off on the left side. It is complete and picking up some good yardage down there. That was Joshua Garcia, the sophomore. 2 minutes to play, 120 seconds. Spartans no huddle, ready to play. Real at quarterback. Looking, fire over the middle. It goes incomplete. In and out of the hands Emiliano Morales. Imperial leads Cibola 23-0. That game is on our website. Mickey Dale, George Grahava calling that game. That's in the third quarter. Real rolling to his right, fires. It's picked off. Threw it right to Gage Gwynn.
And after having an error-free game for 46 minutes, we have a fumble and then an interception.
So the Ramona Bulldogs pretty much sealed it there, 27-13. And
let's see if they go in the victory formation.
They have 2 timeouts.
Central only has 1, so they're not in the victory formation, but let's see if they run a couple plays and then just let the clock expire.
From the pistol, dumping it off, and it is complete to Kassab.
It's only the third pass of this half, and they have completed all 3 of them.
Brought down by Emiliano Morales.
And it'll be a pickup of 5, so it's 2nd and 5. Clock continues to run.
Benenod is the back behind the quarterback.
And Enrique is looking for the end zone, got a man open, complete. Kassab beat the coverage, and it was a strike in stride in the end zone for the score. So the Bulldogs put another 6 up there. Wait a minute, it's coming back, I believe.
Well, I did not see a flag on the field.
I don't see a flag either, but it be coming back. And it is a 5-yard penalty against Ramona.
Has to be against him. So it must have been some kind of motion or 12 players on the field, illegal substitution. Something happened. So whatever, it
and this time he didn't announce it.
So perhaps.
Okay. 1 minute to play. 30. What's 27-13, isn't it? Ramona takes a timeout.
Yeah, they're a little unhappy with what happened there. So the coach wants to get an explanation about why the touchdown didn't count, since we did not see a flag on the field and no one said what the penalty was. They did move the ball back 5 yards.
And the line judge just explained to the coach he was offside.
Call on that touchdown.
Yeah, I believe is what he's saying is there's only 6 men on the line of scrimmage trying to read lips from 45, 50 yards away. But I believe he was saying that there was not enough players on the line of scrimmage.
Coach is not happy with the explanation.
But actually, there's really no need to score with a minute to go. You already won the football game. So, yeah, I would be surprised here if they didn't go into the victory formation.
Nope, they want the points. They showed it on that play.
10 from the 28-yard line.
It's different set of circumstances now, though. After they threw in the end zone, they got the touchdown, they brought it back.
The setback. Looking to pass, chased out of the pocket, turning it upfield. It is Atticus Enriquez, chased out of bounds. That took about 8 seconds.
Forced out of bounds by Joshua Rodriguez.
They're looking for the points, John.
And he only gained 3 yards on that carry. Well, that does bring up third down.
From the 28.
Actually, 2 yards. Let's give it a 2 yard. They moved it back. I had him on the 25, and they put it back to the 26. Atticus also, to his credit, does know how to get out of bounds.
Yes. It is 3rd and 8. from the 26-yard line in Spartan territory. Looking, the ball is tipped, but it is complete. And putting a great move on is Kassab into the end zone for the touchdown. Kassab put a great move.
A 26-yard touchdown pass.
And goes in for the score.
There you go.
It was about a 1-yard completion that ended up being a 26-yard touchdown.
So the Bulldogs do put their fifth score up on the board.
45 seconds left to play in the game. We'll have the point after attempt. Torres will try it. Kick is up. Kick is good. 45 seconds to play. It is the Ramona Bulldogs 34, the Central Spartans 13.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Connecticut, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and flavor lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Connecticut at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road. There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Azza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
High, short kick, fielded at the 15, dropped, picked up, looking for some room, and turning it upfield, getting some room, getting a block, cutting across at the 50, breaks away at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown, Artie Estrada. A 85-yard touchdown run.
Is what happens so often, Carroll, is he dropped it, picked it up, dropped it again. And what you have when that happens with the on-rushing line players is they get out of their lane, and they're all just headed straight for him. And once he broke right where that initial contact was, which he was able to juke, he just had to race everybody into the end zone, and that was a race he won.
He had blocking downfield. There were no blocks in the back or anything. An 85-yard electrifying touchdown run. And whistles blow before the play gets underway.
The ref forgot to turn his mic off.
He said, okay, guys, you got to wait for my whistle. So
up to 2. flood turn around.
This will be the final play of the game. That's it. Clock will run out. Our final score, it'll be Ramona 34 and Centro 20. We'll be back with a recap and scores from games throughout the valley.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Howe in El Centro.
Hey, Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. K Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls, plus beer, wine, and sake. And they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. K Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4444. Your takeout.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. It's a message to students and parents from the Central Union High School District. Showing up is a valuable life habit. Build the habit of good attendance. Attending school every day is possible, and it helps students learn and grow. Attending school improves mental health through socializing, developing friendships, and forming relationships. Be active. Be present. It all begins with showing up. High school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on our YouTube channel. The Ramona Bulldogs defeat the Central Spartans 34-20. Scores around the Imperial Valley. Holtville Mountain Empire. It's Holtville with a win, 45-8. Imperial leads Cibola 30-0. That is a fourth quarter score. Southwest leading Gila Ridge 20-12. El Cajon leading Vincent 21-14. Grossmont 16, Palo Verde 14. That was a halftime score. You want scoring updates? They're on our website, kxoradio.com. Scores, we'll have a complete scoreboard for you tomorrow morning. Don't forget, Calexico will play tomorrow night. The Calexico Bulldogs will take on Santa Fe Christian. And again, that's a 5 o'clock start tomorrow night for that game. Again, John Driffill will have some numbers for us, but our final score here was 34-20.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast from omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburgers. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
Okay, John Driffill, what do we show?
Well, the Bulldogs ran the football very effectively tonight, and they also passed the ball very effectively. 48 rushes for 321 yards. 11 for 13 was the sophomore Enriquez for 115 yards, giving the Bulldogs 436 total yards. 24 first downs. They did have the one fumble in the end zone where the ball was stripped by the Spartans, Gavin Moore, that didn't save a touchdown. The Bulldogs scored on their next possession when they got the ball back, but it was still a very good play by Mora. On the other side of the football, Centro only ran the ball from scrimmage 11 times for 19 yards. 16 for 25 was the dual quarterback of first you had Jonathan Real as the starter and then Luis Jimenez coming in. 16 for 25, 187 total yards. So that does give the Spartans 206 total yards. That's much better after the 71 total yards they were able to pick up in the first half. 7 first downs. They did have the one interception by Jonathan Real. Rushing the ball tonight, the junior Nico Viesca, 10 carries, 17 yards, and a touchdown in the first half. Jonathan Real did have a scramble for a 2-yard gain, and the 16 completions were spread out among 5 different receivers. First, getting his first reception on the year was Joshua Garcia for 33 yards. Also getting a reception was Josiel Rodriguez for 3 yards. Getting a touchdown reception was Jared Martin for a 13-yard TD. And getting 6 receptions, Emilio Morales, the sophomore, 6 receptions, 25 yards. And as always, the offensive star for the Spartans, Arturo Estrada, 7 receptions, 113 yards, and an 85-yard kickoff return for the other touchdown.
Well, John, as you said, Ramona dominating on the stats. The score, again, 34-20. So, respectable game. And you have to keep in mind, John, Central Division 2, Ramona Division 1. Central gets positive points for playing up to a Division 1 school and playing well.
Yes, that's how you do the points. Now, if they would have won the game, then there would have been a ton of points coming their way. But they will not be hurt by this. They don't judge the points or scale the points on how close you come to winning the game. It's you're playing a bigger division, a bigger opponent, and either you win or lose, but you don't lose as many points for losing to a division school above you. At the same token, when you beat a school a division or 2 below you, you don't get as many points as you would if you beat your own division or an upper division.
Well, the scores again around the valley. Imperial leading Cibola 30-0 in the 4th. Holtville defeated Mountain Empire 45-8. Southwest leading Gila Ridge 20-12. El Cajon leading Vincent 21-14. Grossmont leading Palo Verde 16-14. And we want to thank our production assistant, Kurt Hoffman, Gabe Lemus, our producer engineer, John Driffill, color commentary and statistics. I'm Carroll Buckley, and we appreciate you tuning in this evening. We will be on the air next week, and John will be with Southwest next week against Vincent. So we'll have 2 Valley schools one more time. That's it for high school football. The final score, 34-20. Ramona defeated the Central Spartans. Stay tuned for the best oldies on the radio on AM 1230 KXO El Centro.